please. And again, we have microphones for questions. Marcus Foster, Justin Patton, and Coach Greg McDermott. Trying not to drop the phone.
That was quite a game. Xavier obviously really jumped on us early, and we spent a good portion of the evening trying to dig ourselves out of that hole. And defensively, the second half, while we weren't great, our fight on the backboards was better. They had 10 second chance points at halftime. We had 2. Second half, we got 5, they got 4. And something we talked about in the locker room at halftime, that had to change, that we had to hit them before they hit us on the glass. And our efficiency offensively, we talked at halftime about when we penetrate against some of their switches, we have to penetrate to make a play for a teammate, not make a play for ourselves. And that changed the second half from the first half. Marcus gets 8 assists, or Marcus gets 6 assists, Kyrie gets 8. Those are the 2 guys that are putting it on the floor trying to make plays for our team, and they made great plays for their teammates. So a terrific win for us. We've been in this league 4 years. This will be our second trip to the championship game, which is a credit to that group of people I have in the locker room, staff and players. We've been through a lot the last 5 or 6 weeks. And for us to be sitting on this stage getting ready to play tomorrow night is a credit to the character of the people I have in that locker room.
Questions on the left?
Just for the players, what does it mean as a team and as a locker room to advance to a game against Villanova tomorrow night?
It means a lot to us. We've been putting in work since last spring, since the season was over. So I feel like we deserve it. Our guys in the locker room are great guys, great teammates to be around, and we work so hard together. So it showed tonight on the court by how we kept fighting and getting back into the game, even when they kept on giving us their best shot.
Over here on the left, Larry.
This is for Coach. You just mentioned how you handled their defensive switches. Was that why you resulted in such great efficiency from 3 in the second half and just overall game?
We were able to collapse the defense versus some of the switches with their bigs. And Justin slipped out of some early, got a few baskets at the rim, and now all of a sudden your defensive mindset changes because you're giving up an easy 2, and they're a little late to get to get to some shooters. And then we executed an out-of-bounds play that we just put in this morning that we saw from last time we played them, that we thought we could get a corner 3, and Kyrie did a great job dribbling them up the floor, and Marcus hit that corner 3, which was a huge play, and then obviously Marcus made a big-time play at the end of the game.
Down in front.
Marcus, we've talked a lot about the journey to certain points throughout the year, based on this being your first year at Creighton. But, what does it mean to you today to, even in that moment, give up a game-time 3 and then walk right down the court and with all the confidence in the world, try to put your team in the title game?
Yeah, it means a lot to me, especially growing up, always wanting to play at Madison Square Garden and having this moment. It's just an amazing feeling to have. And then, with me and Justin redshirting last year and, not seeing much time on the court, it just means a lot. Shows that our hard work and all the effort we put in is paying off.
Zach in the middle.
Coach, you knew Marcus was talented, but everything you've gotten this year, obviously being a great scorer before Maurice went down and now expanding his game since Maurice was hurt, he surprised you with just how good he's handled everything?
What he and Kyrie have done is really difficult to do. They had to really change their stripes in terms of their responsibilities with the team right in the middle of the season. And Marcus, I would guess, has close to twice as many assists in the last 13 or 14 games than he had in the first 19. Because our team, if we were going to be successful moving forward, it was going to be required that he does that. So he's added a lot to his game in the time that he's been here. His ball handling has improved. His defense, I'd like to say, could get a little bit better, but it's come a long ways as well. But he's always had the confidence in himself in situations like that. I remember, obviously, we recruited him out of high school. I watched him was it freshman year against Oklahoma. Yeah.
Oh, sophomore.
Sophomore year against Oklahoma, I think both games he hits a game-winning three at the end. I mean, he's got confidence. He works on that shot. Obviously, he gets it off quick. And now that he has the ability to attack the rim, it makes guarding that three-point shot all the more difficult.
When Maurice went down, I read that you kind of talked to Marcus about having to change his game. Do you remember exactly what he said to you when?
Well, the biggest thing he had to change was we needed his voice. You know, Maurice's voice was a dominant voice with our team. He was our leader, and somebody had to take that. And last night we don't win the game. Marcus is in foul trouble, but if you watch his actions on the bench and you watch how engaged he was during that game and timeouts when he was sitting there with foul trouble, it's a sign of maturity as a player. But Marcus embraced what we've asked him to do. You know, and his assist numbers, they speak for themselves. He's not only scoring the basketball for us, but he's making plays for other people.
Patrick in front.
Justin, this one's for you. Tyreek had quite a game in Omaha the last time you played Xavier. Was that matchup weighing on you tonight? Was it personal in any way? And what does it mean to come out and have the game that you did, particularly in the interior tonight?
He's a really good player. I try not to make things personal when I play basketball. He just happened to be the opponent tonight in front of me. So, and with all my other big men that I play with, they did a good job of wearing him down. And like Coach said, we just wanted to move the ball, and he got tired, and they all got tired. So that made it better for us. So, and that's why we got the tip-ins and the extra points that we did at the end with slipping. So,
Last question, back at Larry.
This is for Marcus. Can you just go through the sequence that led to your game-winning shot?
Yeah, you know, Trayvon Blue made a great move. You know, I thought he was going all the way to the goal, but then he stepped back to the three and made a good shot. You know, pulling it down, I just kind of stood by Coach Mack just to hear what he was thinking, if we were going to call a timeout or what. And then, you know, he said, let's just play. So by then I just, you know, got into my routine of how I usually play and just took a big shot for my team.
Great, and thank you. Thanks.
Any superstitions going into tomorrow? Any superstitions throughout the whole season?
we want to win.